Hey everybody, how are you? As I promised to you, here's the video I'm recording right now, and let's go see how it works. I hope everything fine and be ready for understand better what we're talking about. Great. Question here. Question number one. Be sure first to understand the calculator and to plug in the things. The question is, I give you a problem. Find the value of z when x equals 12.5. How can we do it? Let's go here, solving this guy here. I know my z would be equal to, I try to give it a zoom here, make it better to see. Z equals 17. My x squared, as we know, my x is 12.5. 12.5 to the second power divided by, that's the problem in some assessments, division here, and be sure if you're using TY-84 to open the parentheses here. Parentheses, and right now is 0.572, 0.572 minus 0.447. Nice. This is the first situation here. You plug in the calculator, and here's telling to you to press enter and you write down the value, okay? The final value of your equation, which is, as you complete this guy here, it is 21,250. Then A is done. You're right there, 21,250. A done. Let's go B. B is asking to me what? Write down your answer for part A in nearest thousand. Nearest thousand, what is the thousand position? This guy here. I need to round up or keep the same, or just keep the same. 21, and I fill the other places here with zeros. 1, 2, 3. 21,000. Part 1 done. Part 2. Let's put it 1 here. Number 2. It is round to 3 significant figures. What is the first 3? 1, 2, 3. This guy here. Right now we round up. Let's round up here. Will be 21,300. Done. And the last one, it is, write your answer in scientific notation. The second answer in scientific notation. Then C here will be 2.13 times 10. How many decimal places we move here is 4. Was here 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. As you remember, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I move a decimal point to the right, is positive power. 2.13 times 10 to the 4th. And just plug in here the answers, and should be fine. 21,000 and 21,300. Question 1 done. Let's go question number 2. A new investor bought a pre-existing housing development with the plan on increasing the amount of the apartments every year. At the end of the first year, the number of apartments rose to a total of 150. And at the end of the 6th year, the total number of apartments were 600. The number of apartments A can be determined by the equation A equals mt plus n, where t is the time in years. Let's go through here this thing. Using the information, write 2 equations in terms of m and n. A. First, let's understand the table here. I have my table, guys, is in horizontally, okay? Horizontal shape. I need to do this table here to make it easier. Vertical shape. How can I do that? My recommendation to you guys to do this thing here is just Pretty simple. Just rewrite the table. Let's rewrite the table here. A and T. And just write the things here. 150, 600, 1 and 6. Okay, it's the same thing like X and Y. X and Y. Make sense? Let's go through here to solve this thing. My formula given was A equals MT plus N. Let's plug in the first one, this guy here, there. Let's plug in this guy here, which will be 150 equals 1M plus N. Equation number 1, done. Equation number 2 is, let's plug in 606 in the equation, which is 600 equals 6M plus N. That's it. So far, all good? Let's go towards here. Let's work a little bit more. Then the first one is 150. Guys, to make it easier, I will move 150 to the end because I have to do for the next one solving matrix, okay? I just moved this 150 and 600 to the end, but keep the same equation. 1M plus N equals 150. 6M plus N equals 600. Next one, B. A is done. Using your two equations, solve using the matrix for M and N. Let's go here. A is done. I'll solve B here. We plug in this information, the matrix, to recreate the case. Our case here is 1, 1, 150. Did you remember, guys? I line up here, below here. 1, 1, 150. And 6, 1, 600. 6, 1, 600. Be sure, guys, if it's not following the order, like variable, variable, and constant, the last one, the equation will be very weird. Okay, tell you the result will be like a negative number. And then you have to ask yourself, is that possible I have negative apartments? No. Okay? That's the, you have to have this critical thinking solving this. Great. Solving this point, graph, oh, sorry, not graph. Use the calculator, second function, matrix, slide to the right to math, okay? Go to option B, RREF, the function we're talking about. Enter, create an alpha, zoom, and change the size of your matrix. Our case here is 2 by 3. 2 by 3, okay. And move the arrows, okay, you move the arrows to put in the position, to plug in everything there. 1, 1, 150, 6, 1, 600. After you finish 600, then you hit enter. Then you got this answer here. 1, 0, 0, 1, 90, and 60. What does it mean, this 90 and 60? M equals 90, N equals 60. We found the two variables here. Now we need to plug in these variables to the original equation, which is the C. Okay? What is the C? The original equation is A equals MT plus N. Let's plug in here. A equals 90 T plus 60. With this information here, I can solve C. What is C telling to us? If 1,140 are the maximum number of apartments that will be built, find the numbers of years before the development is completed. In how many years I will finish this development? Okay, then right now they gave to us the information. The total apartments is 1,140. He's asking to us to find the years time. To solve this, just plug in here. A right now is 1,140 equals 90t plus 60 minus 60 both sides. Here will be take 40, 100, take 20, 1080 equals 90t. Which number times 90t is 1080? And that number specifically will be 12. T equals 12. 12 years. So far, okay? Here, okay? Hope so. You can rewatch this video. That's the good thing. You can rewatch if you don't understand. Let's go here. After solving a problem number 3, Jeff had an exact answer of z equals 0.865. Write down the exact value in a times 10 to the k power, where 1 is smaller than or equal to a, is smaller than 10, and k is part of the integer numbers. What does it mean? Scientific notation. All this information is just to tell you, write down in scientific notation. Let's do it. A is my number, guys. I move one decimal place to the right. Then to the right direction we learn is negative. Then my number will be 8.65 times 10 to negative 1. That's the A. 8.65 times 10 to negative 1. Let's go B. Write down in one significant figure. One significant figure, as we learned, is the first decimal place. 8. Round up or keep the same? Oh, we round up. 0.9. And my answer here, 0.9. That's okay? Let's go to the last one. C, A, B, and C is calculate the percentage error if Z is given correctly to two significant figures. First thing we have to do, guys, is round to the two significant figures. To two significant figures is on 6. Right now we round up. Then the V value of the answer is 0.87. And VE, the exact value is VE 0.865. 865. Now I have enough information to do the formula, which is VA 0 absolute value. I put P for percentage. 0.87. The answer minus 0.865 divided by 0.865, which is the exact value. Absolute value times 100. As you do it, round to the nearest hundredth, we got, in this guy here, 0.58. Oops. 0.57 to the round up, 0.58%. 0.58%. That's okay. Just check. If you have any question, let me know. Number 4. During a hiking trip, Jim stopped and checked his compass for directions. The compass has a circular face with center at O and a diameter of 20 centimeters. The needle of the compass is at an angle of theta to the east of north, covering in an arc length of L, as illustrated in the diagram below. We can see the diagram over here, yes? We know the diameter equals 20 centimeters. And we learn radius is a half diameter, which is 10. I'm just putting this information here because this information we will need at some point of the thing. Determine the circumference of the face of the compass. The circumference, guys, is in the assessment. You will find the circumference formula over there. Great. Which is 2 times pi times radius. Great. It's the circumference formula. After this, just plug in here 2 times pi number in calculator. I taught you guys second function caret below the button clear. 2 times pi times the radius, which is 10. Great. Solving this guy here, let me just open my calculator. I have it over here. Let's open my calculator here. No. Calc. Okay, just clear this, all this thing. 2 times pi times 10, which is 62.8318. I told you over there to round to what? Nearest hundredth. Then my answer here will be 62.83. I just double check, but that's it. 62.83. Done. Next question is, using the diagram, write down the size of the angle theta in degrees. Let's calculate this thing here using the diagram over here. What is the size of this angle theta? I will zoom to be sure everybody understands what I'm doing here. Okay, can you see here, guys, this little 30? What does it mean, this 30 here? It means in this section here, the degrees fits there is 30 degrees. How many dashes I have until I get 30? If you count here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which number times 6 is 30? 5. Oh, that means each dash is 5 degrees. Then until here is 30. Then the next one, 35, 40, 45. How many degrees is this angle? 50 degrees. And by the vertical angle, we know the opposite angle also is 50 degrees. Okay, vertical lines create the angle, we know they're equal. Then B, I don't need even the math, I just put the answer there, 50 degrees. And answer for A is 62.83 centimeters, okay? Do not forget the unit. I was forgetting here. Centimeters. B done. C, calculate the arc length. The arc length is this black thing here. I would put in blue. Is this guy here. Okay, this is the length. How much of the circumference is covered by 50 degrees? Then it's the same formula we used before. This is C. 2 pi radius, 2 pi radius times theta divided by 360, because that's the fraction of the equation. Doing the same thing, I know 2 pi radius is 62.83. Okay, it's 62.83 times what is missing, times 50 divided by 360. Then let me go back in my calculator, times 50 divided by 360. As you see here, I like this calculator because given to me in fraction and giving to me this thing here in the exactly thing. But I want to pick the exactly, rounded to the nearest hundredth, 8.73, as you can see there. 8.73. 8.73 what? Centimeters. That blue dash I did here, how long is that? 8.73. The last one, guys, is calculate the total area of the shaded sectors. Can you see here the plural thing, sectors? It means I have more than one. Well, mister, where's the second one? Here, Mr. Romeo. The second one is the second angle I told you. The shaded one in gray. How many degrees is they are combined? 100 degrees. Oh, make more easier. Why? Because just use the formula. Pi radius square times theta divided by 360. Who is pi? Pi is pi. Over there in calculator. Second function, caret. Pi radius square. Radius is 10. Then 10 to the second power. Times, how many degrees is both together? 100 divided by 360. That's it. Let's plug in this thing in calculator there. Let me clear. Okay, beautiful. Pi times radius is square. And I'll press enter here. Great, I got this answer here so far. Times what? Times 100, because it's two angles combined, divided by 360. Did you see here, guys? I did like in one step by step. If you're not sure your calculator is correct thing, the parentheses positioning, just do step by step. It's the same thing. And my answer here is 87.27. I'll round up, nearest hundredth. Then 87.27 centimeters square. Second power. 87.27 centimeters square. And that's it. This was our assessment. I hope so you have time to watch this video as much as you want. Be sure to study and feel confident, guys. You know more than you think in this assessment. I promise you. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's the first one I'm recording for this school year. It's coming a lot. Bye bye.